This video is going to walk you through the 4 basic steps of using a Garmin 60 at a search. First, before you arrive at IC. Second, at IC before the search. Third, during your search. And fourth, at IC after the search. Part 1, before you arrive at IC. The goal here is to keep a clean GPS so that when you arrive for a search, you're not going to have any old information that will result in straight lines from your last hike on your downloaded track, or any other sort of confusion for you in the field or for IC before or after the search. So the steps you want to do to clean your GPS are: first, calibrate your compass, then make sure you have no waypoints, make sure your tracks are off, make sure you don't have any current track log information, and make sure you don't have any saved tracks. Some of these you can take care of beforehand at home, putting them from your GPS onto your computer for safekeeping. So the first step, calibrating your compass. You get to that from the compass page, so you hit page to scroll through the pages until you get to compass page. From there you hit menu, go to calibrate compass, hit enter, and follow the instructions. On the GPS 60, it involves rotating it twice. So hit enter to start. It'll tell you if you're going too fast or too slow. Alright. For the next step, making sure you have no waypoints, the quickest place to do that is just hit find and hit enter on waypoints. You can see here I do have waypoints still in here. The quickest way to get rid of them all at the same time is hit menu, hit enter on delete, and hit enter on all symbols. And yes, I really want to delete all waypoints. Next, make sure your tracks are off so that you're not already saving more information as you've been walking. For that, go to the tracks page, which is in the page list on this one, and right up at the top, your tracks are either on or off. Right now you can see they're on, so we're going to move over to off, hit enter. Good, your tracks are off. Next, you want to make sure you don't have anything in the current track log. You can see here, by the fact that it says 1%, that I do have some information in the current track log. We want to make sure that says 0%. So to clear that, you just move down to clear, hit enter. Yes, I really want to clear the current track log. 0%, that's what we want to see. And last, we want to make sure we have no saved tracks. This is especially important on the Garmin 60 because it can only save up to 20 tracks. See this number down at the bottom, it says 5 unused. So if we had to get 6 search segments plus the track that we're going to save in the field at our search, it's not going to work on this. So the quickest way to delete them all is hit menu, delete all saved, and hit enter. Yes, I really want to delete all the saved tracks. Enter. And you'll see at the bottom 20 unused. Perfect. You're ready to go. Part 2. At IC before the search. As soon as you arrive at IC, you want to mark a waypoint for IC. They may give you another waypoint for IC from the computer when they send your search segment information, and that's okay. But you need to make one for yourself right now to be sure. So from the map page, hit mark, go down to wrap around to the name field at the top and hit enter, and use the keyboard to change that to IC. When you're done, go back to OK, hit enter. The next thing to do is to make sure you're set to use the correct coordinate system and datum. Nevada County uses UTM UPS and NAD27 CONUS, so you can probably leave your GPS to those settings. But if you go to a different county on a mutual aid search, they may use a different coordinate system or a different datum. So to check those, do that from the main menu. So you hit menu twice from anywhere, move to setup, hit enter, move to units, and hit enter. Position format, you can see right now it's set to something different. So hit enter and we'll be able to scroll through the list. UTM UPS is near the bottom of the list, and right now we're near the top of it, so we can just move up to wrap around, go to UTM UPS, hit enter. Our map datum needs changing too, so go there, hit enter, and move to NAD27 CONUS. Contiguous United States is what CONUS means, and the other ones are different, so you do need NAD27 CONUS. Hit enter on that. Okay, for the next step, you're going to hand your GPS to someone in IC with a computer so that they can upload the search segment as a track onto your GPS. When you hand it to them, they're going to plug it in, and your Garmin 60 does need to already be on when you plug it in. If it's not on when you hand it to them, they will have to turn it on and wait a minute for it to start up. So after they plug it in, they're going to send your search segment and probably some surrounding search segments in case you need to redeploy in the field. Then they will unplug it and give it back to you. Your GPS may give this message, external power lost, and hit a key soon or else it's going to turn off. So you just hit a key. You do need to verify at this step that what they sent to you is actually on your GPS. So in this case, we sent two search segments, A and B, as tracks. So go to your track page until you get there, and sure enough you see saved tracks A and B. You can also, if you're nearby, go to your map page and they should be highlighted for you just like that. Now if they were not able to send your search segment tracks from a computer for any reason, they may just give you a map from which you'll have to get the list of coordinates and create a route from the waypoints of those coordinates. That's a separate step. As soon as you've got your search segment information and your IC marker, you're ready to go.